All right, what's up, fuck boys?
Vengeance '06.
No, this is
Vengeance.
Vengeance Season 6, Episode 1.
Yeah.
We're here in
Yeah.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Woo!
Drawdown Ty has been defeated by an uncooked slice of bread he bought from Tim Hortons. He's really
Haha.
fighting it. So I'm here to save you from the Chew cast, along with Emerald and Dave.
Hello.
Hello.
We are starting off hot, and by hot, I
Oh.
mean with some of the most boring shit you could possibly
Oh my
imagine.
God, dude.
Because we've got Randy Orton versus Kurt Angle
Again.
for like the third time in the
Well, because
past
it's
week.
vengeance. It's time for revenge.
But they fought so much earlier in the year. How much revenge do they
He broke
need?
his foot. He needs vengeance.
Yeah, I guess. So it definitely seems like a really heated feud when they come out here because they start off with hand fighting, Randy Orton running away into the ropes, do hand fighting, then keep doing that again. Really starting off hot in this vengeance-based match with just really slapping each other around a bit. And Randy before has been like, I can wrestle, I'm good at it. So then Kurt Angle just starts double leg taking down Randy and rolling around on him repeatedly. Get him into a pin. I wrote a very sexual pin. I don't remember anything about this match because I watched the show in like 3 different chunks over the course of a week to preserve my sanity. So apparently it was sexual and he kicks out at 2. Thanks, Pass Martin. Back into more real fucking heat with a collar and elbow. You know, the thing you do for a really heated I Want Revenge match and the opening match of a card. Randy falls over into the ropes again. And then we get an actually decent spot where Randy's on the outside holding on to the ropes on the apron. And then Kurt Angle gets behind him and goes for a suplex. And Kurt bends like all the way over. Like he's turned into a parabola trying to suplex Randy Orton off of these ropes as Randy is clinging on for for just dear life. The core strength here is incredible.
Would
So
you say
he's
that he
just
got put in
really-
a hurt angle?
No.
Oh, okay.
So he gets... So he really, really bends down and tries to get Randy, but Randy holds on, elbows Kurt, and then they go to the outside, and Kurt just suplexes Randy Orton onto the outside anyway. Randy says, ooh, ouch, my ass hurts. Kurt hits him again, rides up Randy's back, and his head slaps him because Randy Orton can't out-wrestle Kurt Angle. This arena is smoky as hell, by the way. I don't know if people are lighting chunky cotton in the back or what, but... Yeah, there's a real haze around this place. Check out our playthrough of Haze on You Don't Have to Play This, coming soon in
Yeah.
2094.
Yeah, man.
So,
I'm excited.
yeah. Randy gets his first offense in with an eye poke into a drop kick, throws Kurt to the outside again, beats him up, gets back in the ring, and would you believe it, Randy Orton does a whole bunch of holds. Truly incredible stuff.
I believe it.
Listen, this is... You failed to mention, this is ECW versus WWE. This is a brand v brand match. This was important.
Oh, yeah.
No,
We
it wasn't.
love ECW Kurt.
Oh,
He said,
yeah.
I'm not extreme. I'm just extremely going to tap you out.
More
That's
like
his bit.
dirt.
Oh,
I
come on,
watched-
man.
I watched this match twice because the first time I
I'm
was
sorry.
like, I was like, hey, maybe I missed the good part. So then I watched it again this morning. No.
Don't
No.
worry, this match is like 20
Hold on.
minutes.
No,
I
hold
still
on.
got
You
so
guys...
much left.
I'm gonna make you
It's
guys
so
angry.
long.
I'm gonna stamp you in the head with 12:55 was the match length apparently.
Yeah.
This match was
Checks.
45 minutes. I
It's
don't know what to do.
12:55. I don't know how it felt eternal. It was
Dude,
bad.
I drank from the wrong Jesus' cup and became old during the course of this fucking match.
the match that makes you old.
I watched the whole episode in one day. I'm insane, so you know.
Yeah, this was a good start to your day then, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Emerald messaged the group chat and was like, the whole show better not be like this after he watched this match. So we're going back into the time hole. I'm about halfway through my notes here. I'll pick up a bit, but I just really needed to get across how long and boring this match is.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle again does something cool. He just hits a deadlift Samoa drop onto Randy into some European uppercuts. gets cut off with an elbow. There's a sign that says Duke sucks. R.I.P.
No,
His D&D career.
he's the goat.
Randy going back into just the goated shit, working a headlock for a million years. The headlock's still in. I write here, this is your +10 match of the night already. Very strange opener to just put the crowd to sleep instantly. The headlock is finally powered out of. Yada, yada, yada. Things happen. Somebody has a sign that says, J Love, be real, suck it. No idea what
Fair
that
enough.
means. Yeah, I agree. Whatever they're saying, I agree. Kurt recovers and then suplexes Randy Orton, I think, actually 7 times in a row. So Perk Angle, again, doing the thing he did backstage to Undertaker's like, I'll just fucking kill you. I will make something entertaining happen in this match. You have to do it all myself. Then Randy reverses an angle slam, despite being dead, into an inverted backbreaker for 2. Goes for the RKO, and Kurt pushes him off. Oh no, and then Randy undoes the turnbuckle pad, and this is where he's hit with 8 suplexes in a row, rolls to the outside, and just dies.
Yeah, it was like Suplex City, man. It was crazy. I was like,
Oh my
I was
goodness, dude.
shocked.
I counted 14 total suplexes in the match.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah,
Suplex.
8 suplexes in a row, does not let go. Randy is fucking killed.
That's how you win.
That's a Kurt Angle.
It is a Kurt Angle. And then he gets dragged back in. Randy gets dragged back into the ring, fights off an ankle lock somehow, goes over to the exposed turnbuckle, gets suplexed again. Kurt Angle gets the titty out, hits the ankle lock. We go crazy. Randy gets to the rope, uses it as momentum to flip his body around and fling Kurt Angle into the exposed turnbuckle, hit the RKO, and wins.
He actually
sucked.
did it.
I was surprised Randy got the dub on that, honestly.
Yeah.
The Legend
Yeah, how do you-
Killer.
How do you survive 14
Yay.
suplexes?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Throw him into the turnbuckle.
in kayfabe, because he just came over. What is Randy's like power level right now?
I'd say pretty good.
Okay.
Like,
At least better than Yamcha.
oh
well-
no, he is not that bad. No way.
I just wanted to make sure
I'd say,
like,
like,
if this
he's
made any sense.
He's like a lower main eventer because he's not a
Okay.
mid carder. I wouldn't say he's a mid carder. I mean, he just had a WrestleMania main event.
Yeah, but he did just take 14 suplexes and
He
win.
He's been a
survived
world
it.
champion already.
Yeah, he's been a world
So-
champ.
That's fair.
Yeah,
He seems about roughly on Edge power level.
yeah. Just Edge got that boost by winning the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And winning the belt.
Okay.
I'll get into
Yeah,
that
Randy
later
has been-
about how weird that is.
Yeah, Randy's been working the same match for 18 years.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have anything to add on this? Or just
Overly long, boring.
Slow as hell.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm surprised when Orton was on the outside and Kurt was just trying to suplex him off the ring. I'm surprised he didn't like go with it and tried to slam Kurt Angle into the floor. Because like the second Kurt Angle stopped doing the suplex the first time, he could have like just like put all his weight into his fucking back and just slammed Kurt Angle onto the ground. I would have done that.
Does any of the Extreme lads have anything to say about this from the ether?
Kurt Angle and Randy Orton. Oh god.
It was okay.
It's the type of match where Kurt Angle's forcing it to be a good match, as our
Yeah.
esteemed counsel
You
have
like-
already said.
You will have a good match with Kurt Angle, or he's just going to suplex you like 20,000 times and like on the head.
He'll weekend at Bernie's your corpse to the finish line with it. Doesn't matter.
Do you
And you'll win. You'll pin him still.
do you guys
But
agree with what the Raw boy said?
A little
For the
bit.
most part, yeah. I mean, I think Randy Orton is like solid, and I think this match was overcome with rest holds, but it's also like they're playing this up as, wow, look at the greatest Olympic mat wrestler of all time, and here's Randy Orton, and Randy Orton does like an eye rake, and that's it.
Yeah, he do an eye rake. He do a test of strength in a way where he just holds on to the ropes while Randy's like, or Kurt's trying to like suplexing all of it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention with the Raw boys, but like, wasn't that like the whole point of this match was that Randy wanted to fight him on his home turf without the extreme
real
stuff,
graps.
even though
Yeah.
there wasn't really any spots at One Night Stand that were extreme.
He was getting into the real graps of it, but yeah. The only thing that was extreme is how it ended, which was just the turnbuckle getting exposed and then the push into the turnbuckle into a RKO, right?
We hate
Which
Randy
was a
Orton.
pretty sick moment. I can't lie. Seeing like that ankle lock into like the reversal of I'm going to throw you into the turnbuckle was pretty cool. It was a nice little spot.
Yeah, that was a very clever ending to an otherwise like just fine match, which I think elevated it a little bit. It really sets the stage for Raw viewership at this point as to how schemy this fellow is.
The little schemer.
Yeah. I think the thing that made this worse is like I don't know if it's just like tonight. I don't know if JR and Lawler took their I'm dumb pills,
Yes.
but like they were so bad this whole night. JR like not as much, but Lawler was just terrible. He was just awful.
There's a moment that I'm going to talk about later with the I messaged you guys about it earlier, just that Lita match, like because good God, that was like unstoppable. But yeah,
like earlier, like before this match starts, he's like, oh, he calls Kurt Angle a traitor. It's like,
I call him Kurt Anger from now on. I like that better.
Yeah, well, around this time, definitely.
Extreme Kurt is Kurt Anger.
And when Kurt was trying to suplex Randy Orton onto the mat, Lawler's like, oh, well, that's not wrestling. And then, like, later on, he's like, ECW, you know, it's wrestling with no rules. And it's like, well, what is it then?
Yeah.
Is it no rules, or is it has its
wrestling?
own rules of no rules?
He's just built different. Kurt Angle is the extreme guy that wants to make you tap out, and he's not extreme at all. But, you know, he tries his best.
If this Kurt Angle showed up in, like, 1990 ECW, I think he would have been a big hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
Paul
agree.
Heyman would have loved to not pay this guy.
Can we go back
He definitely would have got a hot dog and some Vikes.
If Sandman didn't hang Raven on a cross, do you think Kurt Angle would have been like, yeah, this is the place to be?
Oh, it would have been him for sure. I know Kurt Angle's credit card would have been getting taken.
Paul, what are you doing? Paul, get Kurt out of Kurt, get out of there!
Give me my credit card. Back.
Okay, sick. I'm glad you guys were here in spirit.
What are you talking about? They're right here.
It scared me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're all in your house. They're all sitting in your room.
they're eating your food.
Yes, we
That's
all
fine.
record at Ty's house, and we all just stand right behind him at his one mic and stare at him.
Here's Ty's
Yeah.
Tim Hortons chicken panini review. It was mid. They didn't
I'm
cut
on the
it.
ceiling.
Get off the ceiling, Emerald. I'm trying to finish my panini review. You fucker.
I'm putting mud tracks all over your ceiling. Good luck cleaning that fucker.
Ew.
Editor Ty,
It's
throw up a
leaking.
picture of a panini.
Yeah.
There it is.
Hey, Panini, don't you be a meanie.
Can you pull up a picture of an uncut panini?
Oh, why would they? Come on, guys. Cut your damn panini. Get some bread knives out. Come on. Fuck. All right, I got something extra for the main eventer himself. The dark match. Do you want to know?
Yeah, I saw this earlier.
Val Penis defeating Rob Conway to really electrify the crowd in a dark match before the show. And Rob Conway needs better. He deserves better.
They don't know what they have. They
Just
truly
look at
don't.
him.
What do you mean, dude? He beat Val
Truly.
Penis. That's like
No,
the strongest guy
Val
in the
Penis
world.
beat him.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, come on, dude. Of course he lost to Val Penis. He's the strongest guy in the world.
Val penis.
But now we have, after this, another segment that really fucking electrifies the crowd here. Dave, can you tell us about Vince McMahon interacting with a child?
Okay.
Oh.
So we moved to Vince McMahon on the phone, talking about how last week Spirit Squad got embarrassed and they won't forget and he won't forget. There's a knock at the door.
Hello.
And then a kid in a wheelchair, wheels in. And Vince starts out chill. He's like, "Oh, hey, buddy, nice to meet you. I wasn't expecting company.
Oh, hi,
Well, here,
Mr.
let's start this-
Ma'am.
Yeah, Mr. Man. How old does the guy say this kid is? Like 12,
Yeah,
15,
maybe, I'd say like
12.
maybe 10. He looks pretty young.
Yeah, like younger kid in a wheelchair. And Vince looks at him and just locks in and goes, "Why don't we start our discussion a little closer?" And he just grabs the arm of the wheelchair and just pulls the kid right up against him, and then escalates and gets uncomfortably intense. He's having flashbacks to Monday when that guy gave him the rooster cock, and then DX memed on him, and everything started falling apart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, where's the rooster, huh?
To
Where's
be-
the cock, huh?
To be fair, for Vince's sanity, that child had brand new DX merch, which they haven't even shown off
No,
yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say the kid had a DX shirt on, so
But, like, I've
by
never
all
seen
means.
it yet. They were wearing the old shit, and he's wearing some new stuff that they've never seen. So he's like, "Where did you get this shirt, kid?"
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Yeah, where's the cock, huh? Where's the pump, huh?
Where's the homoerotic male strippers, huh?
Where's the corporate genitalia? He starts flapping his arm
where's the
around.
box of corporate genitalia. This kid looks like he's gonna cry. It's so good.
That's his hero.
And then Vince goes, "Oh, I know. You're here to tell me that my daughter Stephanie's going into labor?"
No,
It's like,
no.
no. Really quick, is that a callback? I don't remember that
Yes.
being
Yes.
a thing.
Yeah, it's on the last row.
Maybe I-
Wait,
Maybe
no,
I deleted it from my mind.
were you here last week?
I wasn't here last week. I watched
No.
it, but I didn't report on it, so maybe I forgot.
Yeah. So when after all the stupid shit was happening, someone's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Stephanie's in labor. You gotta." Or Shane came in the back. I was like, "We gotta go."
Oh, that's right. And then the
Yeah.
fact that they got, the fact
then
that it was
she-
Shane really broke his heart.
And then Vince said,
Yeah.
"That bitch, she's got the worst timing."
Yep.
Yeah. So he's like, "DX has been taking me for a ride. So what I'm going to do, take you on a ride. We call this the highway to hell." And he opens up a door in his office and grabs the kid's wheelchair and just throws the kid down the hallway off screen. You hear this kid start to just yell and scream in terror, and then a slam noise, and Vince closes the door.
That kid's dead, dude. There's no
That
way.
kid's fucking dead.
The kid's dead.
Immediately, Vince's other door has a knock on it. Coachman comes in. He's like, "Hey, Vince, DX, they've been hiding around. You got to be careful. Here, and they left this pump against your door. I think you might want it." It's like, "Oh, yeah. They gives him the pump last week or Monday. And he's like, "All right, Vince, actually, also, I invited a close family friend to the building. Here's your biggest fan. You're their hero." It's like, "Oh, yeah, of course. Who else would it be? Of course, I'm the guy." He goes, "Oh, also, it's a kid in a wheelchair, and he's likely to stay that way for the rest of his life. So, you want me to let you know when he gets here?" And Vince begins just corpsing over his like, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great. He
Yeah,
just looks to the door that he threw the kid out of and sent him to his death.
yeah.
Yikes.
Ty, can you show a live looking at the child getting thrown down the steps, please? Okay, sick.
Oh no!
Vince, why would you do that? Vince, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, he just throws the kid down a hallway we don't have a camera in. And then you hear the kid screaming and the clattering of this kid falling downstairs. And then Vince, every time throw up the Vince.
Yeah, the Vince face.
Yeah, just like, oh no. Well,
Yeah, that was a big yikes segment right there.
But it was such a fun way to start to show like Vince losing his mind instead of something like weirdly inappropriate that they've been a fan of doing, and we'll get into shortly. The Vince instead just kills some random kid that's Jonathan Coachman's family friend or whatever. I don't know. I thought this was a good comical bit, a fun way to start.
This is real Looney Tunes
after
shit,
that.
and I'm into it.
so
Yeah, after that slog of that match, this is great.
so you're somebody in this crowd. You've gotten here. You've been here for, I don't know, probably an hour and a half at this point.
Yeah.
You've seen Val Penis defeat Rob Conway. You've seen Randy Orton versus Kurt Angle. and then you see Vince McMahon murder a child live on camera, and then you go into this next match.
Oh God!
Oh my God! All right, everyone. Armando
Alejandro
Estrada comes down to the ring. Umaga is dripped the fuck out, by the way. Umaga's outfit rocks. So he comes down, gives the normal speech. Listen to me. Eugene, you big dummy. You can bring Superman, the Spider-Man, the Aquaman.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
We gotta do our votes on who is who after you announce who they are. For come on, we gotta.
All right. So, normal affair. Eugene's music hits. Eugene comes down to the ring. You know, everyone's clapping. Everyone's like, "Yay, Eugene! Yay!" And then Hacksaw Jim Duggan comes down to the ring, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, it makes sense. They've been riding together." I don't know if this is the backup he needs, but hey, you know, Hacksaw's here. He's got that 2x4. And then another music hits.
Oh?
And it's Doink the Clown?
Oh no!
Fucking Doink the Clown comes down to the ring, and they're talking about how he's a hero of Eugene because when he watched like Saturday morning cartoons or some shit.
What do you mean? He's been there.
But that's what they were talking about.
I'm yelling at them. What are they talking about? Fuckers.
So
He's
I don't know what the
employed.
through line is, but hey, Doink's here now, which it makes sense if they're getting together a motley crew of people that they deem the weirdos to hang out with Eugene. Sure, get Doink in there.
Yeah, who else is
And
here?
then another music hits that I haven't heard in 1,000 years. I feel like,
I haven't heard it ever.
and Kamala starts ambling down the ramp, slapping his belly. And the crowd goes crazy.
The Ugandan giant himself is here, guys.
I have never seen this man in my life ever.
All right, well, how do you feel about him?
Scared.
Scared.
I have some cursed information about Kamala for you.
Oh no!
He has a match. He has a match this
Yeah.
year in September with Bryan Danielson for the Ring of Honor Championship. And we at one point we'll probably review that. We got
Wait.
It's a 23-minute match.
Wait, Kamala was born in 1950.
Yes.
How is he wrestling this year?
Don't know.
It's Bryan Danielson.
He's gotta.
Oh my
He-
god! All right, yeah.
Yeah, maybe AEW World Champion when this airs. Maybe not. I don't know, but
Yeah, you know.
All right, yeah, man. Sure. So, yeah, Kamala comes out. I don't know how to describe.
He smacked her
Look.
tummy.
He's smacking the tummy. He's got two big like stars painted on his chest and like a moon on his stomach. He's the Ugandan giant.
He's
I
the
don't know
moon
how
father.
to. Yeah, think of WWE like racism at this point in time. There you go. You got him. Got him in one. So everyone's going crazy. Then, right before, like, as the match is beginning, and we have this motley crew of freaks around the room to beat Umaga, the crowd starts chanting USA, which I thought was wild.
Yeah.
So apparently, Kamala, Eugene, Hacksaw, and Doink the Clown are representing America,
To the bone.
and
Yeah.
and Umaga is the enemy. Which, hey, sure, man, whatever. Match begins. Doink distracts Umaga with a squirt gun, according to the commentators. I think he just yells at him. Doesn't matter. Eugene comes up to hit him. Umaga just starts beating the hell out of Eugene. All this, okay. Estrada holds up his cigar and he's like, "Oh, get him!" Basically, the side crew does nothing
Yeah.
other than the very beginning thing where Doink distracted him, supposedly.
he squirted him with a squirt gun, apparently.
Yeah, that's what they say, but maybe he had a little flour on his shirt. Who knows? But Eugene gets the hell beat out of him, spiked in like less than 2 minutes. I don't know what the point of any of this was.
Well, you weren't
the pomp and
entertained.
circumstance, but just like
I know.
the pomp and circumstance of like, look at all of these people come out. Look how cool this is. They're gonna help Eugene. Immediately killed.
Yes.
And then it's like, ooh, Hacksaw runs in the ring and tries to jump Umaga, and I was like, oh, okay, this is where it starts to make sense. No, he's 1,000 years old, and Umaga just hits him one time and he dies.
Yep.
Doink the Clown appears behind him and like slaps him, does 0 damage, gets spiked, killed immediately. And I'm like, oh, okay. Kamala just gets into the ring, stands opposite corner of Umaga, and just kind of
he smacks his tummy and goes,
smacks his tummy, and Umaga starts going, ooh, and goes to charge him. Estrada grabs him, says, no, you have to leave immediately. We cannot fight him. We have to go.
He's too powerful, man.
So Umaga, being the animal monster destroyer he is, just wants to fight and kill Kamala. And Kamala just lazily slapping his belly, going, wah, wah, in the corner of the ring.
Dude, I swear to God, if Kimchi shows up and with Kamala on the next episode, I will scream, dude. I will leave.
Oh, no.
But, look, Estrada knows the evil that resides behind the African mask of Umaga. He had to go.
Yeah, he had to get the fuck out of there, dude.
He had to get the fuck out of there. Guys, every week I've been pitching, hey, what is the next big feud? What is the thing that makes Umaga become relevant? Kamala was not on my list anywhere. I'm gonna be honest. But so this is a pleasant surprise. This kind of rocked, actually, just at the absurdity of it. As a match, it was nothing, but it was a good spectacle.
Yeah,
it woke me up for a bit.
Crowd kept trying to chant for Eugene, but he can't match the Samoan Bulldozer.
It's true.
You know who else can't match the Samoan Bulldozer?
Who's that?
Rick Foley.
I was a boy, a lad. I read a book.
We got Mick Foley being interviewed by what's his name again?
Todd Grissom.
Todd Grissom. Oh yeah, that's right. Because he's talking about Mick, tell us about your upcoming match with Ric Flair. It's like, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to do a little book reading. So I wrote in my notes, yeah, Todd Grisham, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you idiot. Fuck that guy.
Idiot. So Mick Foley's got Ric Flair's book here, his autobiography, but Mick calls it a novel. And he's reading a passage about how Ric Flair was talking down about Mick in the book itself and calling him not a good athlete, not a good wrestler, and that anything he did basically didn't matter. And so Mick Foley's like, oh yeah, Rick, let's see how we do in the match. And then he goes off to go fight Ric Flair.
Oh, he even tried to do a cheap pop. The crowd did not give a fuck. This is the first time I've ever seen a cheap pop not work.
Well, because we are in Ric Flair's hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, these guys. This crowd was ass, dude. This crowd was really bad.
But they were here for Ric Flair.
But again,
I understand.
Remember what I said
Yes.
they had to deal with?
Yes,
already.
I get it.
Yeah.
Come on, get excited for Mick.
They're starting to wake up.
Okay.
Mick Foley is here. So is Ric Flair.
Woo! Emeralds died on that one.
Oh, did it?
You got sent to the fucking space.
Okay, let me try again.
No.
All I heard was
I stopped because he did it and I heard it. Woo!
Emeralds are gone, dude.
All right, we got some woo signs in the crowd. Ric Flair is here. It is a 2 out of 3 falls match. So we get whoever gets 2 total pins is declared the winner. We start off, and Mick Foley's starting to do the thing Randy Orton was doing at the start, where he's doing some slaps. Then Ric Flair gets him in a hammerlock. That's what that was, holding his hand behind his back.
Humber.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, and so Ric Flair's got him in a hammerlock. Mick Foley goes to reach for the rope, grabs it, is like, get him off me, get him off me. Does that at least 3 or 4 times. So I wrote a lot of rope grabs this event. He's starting to fight off Ric Flair, and then immediately, very early, Mick Foley's like, oh, it's time to get Sacco out. And so everyone's like, Sacco? Is it time for Sacco? So he pulls out Sacco. Sacco is dressed like Ric Flair, wig, makeup, his robe and everything, and he goes in for the mandible claw. Does not connect the mandible claw because Ric Flair is not having it. Ric Flair gets the first fall with a reverse hold that Mick Foley was not prepared for. Almost gets a second, but Mick Foley was prepared for that one and broke out. Rick gets tossed outside, thrown against the barrier, and beat up. Foley gets cornered and sent into the stairs, which, like the commenters said, was like hearing a truck crash, which was accurate. Those are big, heavy metal steps. They both get back in the ring. Rick hits Foley with through the ropes. Mick is in the crowd. Rick follows him into the crowd, which then gives Mick the advantage. Throws Rick back over the wall onto the floor, and then sends him back into the ring. Mick Foley grabs a metal trash can from the ring. Now, this is illegal. If Mick Foley hits Ric Flair with that trash can, he will be disqualified.
Yeah, how could
And
he?
so, what is going to happen is Ric Flair puts Mick Foley in a leg lock counter. And the only way for Mick Foley to get out is to grab the trash can and hit Ric Flair over the head, thus disqualifying him. Now, you would think this would be the end of the match. It is not. A switch has flipped inside of Mick Foley's head. He is here. He's going to kill Ric Flair in front of his hometown audience. He goes under the ring. He pulls out a barbed wire baseball bat, and he starts demolishing Ric Flair with it. Mick Foley keeps bashing Ric Flair's head in, and they keep ringing the bell to try to knock some sense into Mick Foley. He is not stopping. He's killing Ric Flair, and each time they cut to Ric Flair is bleeding profusely. He has so many cuts on his head. They're cutting to just random members in the audience with absolute concern on their face, and they just do that bloody Ric Flair. Concerned audience. Bloody Ric Flair. Concerned audience.
Did they cut to Charlotte at all? Did you see his daughter at all in the
I
crowd?
don't think so.
I think
I
they
don't
did
think
in the
so.
beginning of the match, but they didn't get her horrified face like the TLC match.
Wait, Ric Flair's daughter is also named Charlotte?
Yes, that's yeah. It's not her real name, but it's her stage name. Yeah.
That's her name.
Okay. Well,
Wait for 2015
Future Hall of Famer.
when we cover the women's revolution.
Well-
Emerald loves the submission sorority.
Oh God.
boy.
You love PCB, dude.
I'm getting bored.
Mick Foley, with his bloodied barbed wire bat, retreats backstage, kind of like a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
So Ric Flair is being escorted off. They're still just cutting to concerned audience members, and it's just like we get woo, and then Foley sucks chants, and then that's it. Yeah, Ric Flair won, but at what cost?
His life. Pop. No,
Oh my
he'll
gosh.
still wrestle well into his years.
He bled so much.
But you know who doesn't bleed? Carlito.
Hey, Carlito.
Hey, Carlito! Carlito's coming from the backstage. Hold on, I got there.
It's just
Carlito's
Maria.
coming.
It's okay. It's just Maria right now. She's just.
Hi, Maria.
Hello.
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Shut up, Maria. I'm Carlito.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So Maria's gonna interview Carlito once again. Everyone's favorite duo. Says, Carlito, so you spit in the face people who want to be cool, but the people who want to be cool usually aren't cool. The ones who don't want to be cool are the coolest. Therefore, creating this paradox for people who don't want to be cool are the coolest.
She's spin.
We-
She's spin.
What do you think about that?
Dude, Carlito's face as his processors have all just overloaded and shut down at this revelation, that's one of my favorite parts of this entire thing. It's so fucking funny. And he's like, well, Carlito doesn't know what you're talking about, but the coolest thing is when I get to become the champion. And she's like, oh, that's the coolest thing? Okay. And Tori wanders in. I hate this segment. This segment fucking sucks.
Can you
Tori wanders
hold
in.
my puppies?
Tori wanders in like a bikini and stuff. She's like, hey guys, I have a photo shoot and I need help pouring oil all over my body. Can you help? And Carlito's like, yeah. Yeah. She goes, okay, can you hold my puppies? She goes, oh, thank the Lord. And then she hands him her little dogs.
Yeah.
And then Maria goes over and just starts oiling up Tori. And then it switches to Carlito doing cringe bad porn commentary while default shitty porn music plays
Very bad.
as the ladies get all oiled up. I just don't.
This goes on for a while.
That's in my notes.
Carly-
Was what happened here? This went on for way too long.
Carlito really turned to the Rizzler there. He's like, ooh, he's in this. He's in that little chin pose. He's rubbing his chin, going, oh yeah. And then you hear, I spin the face like, no, my match,
No, my match. I didn't call for music. No, I need more time. Oh, and I part of his shitty commentary was like, oh yeah, get her front and get her back and her anterior. I don't know if that's a thing. Whatever. It's just what
Carlito
Why
sounds
any
like
of this?
strong man. How do I hit this with my boxing glove?
Well, yeah. How do I do this with my boxing glove?
I cannot hit my keyboard. I am typing. Dear Strongbad, can you talk about Carlito?
Jesus.
Mark's like, what is this?
You went into a Strong Bad impression, panicked, forgot everything about Strong Bad, then he has a boxing glove.
I tried my best.
This is a bit that 9 people will get, but we're fucking
All
out
the old
here for
heads,
sure.
we got you.
All the old heads.
Emerald is the
Jeez.
Coach Z. I will not explain.
Oh.
Well, dang there, guy.
Listen, we all know he's
You-
actually strong sad, but
So, Emerald, do you know anything about Strong Bad?
I know he isn't that the wrestler guy from Homestar Runner.
Yes. Yeah, okay, I was about to say
Okay.
the wrestler guy.
Yeah.
He could
I
be.
Every
know
time-
of him.
Editor Ty, throw up Strong Bad in the V mask.
There. Oh, wait, no.
There he is.
I'm going to overthrow the government.
Yeah, I thought it was funny when Carlito got called out with his theme music because he wanted more time to be horny.
If only
Dang,
JR.
imagine while holding these dogs, be like, yeah, oil them, as sex music plays, and they're just kind of rubbing on each other.
I feel real bad for those dogs. He's holding them, just almost squeezing them together.
He
They're
pistol
just,
gripping it.
there. Yeah.
God, dude. Oh, and then the commentators were like, no, keep the cameras back there. No, please. Just, why?
Yes, the
Why?
commentators are jorking it big style back there.
They need
Also-
therapy.
Just real quick, because I forgot during the racism segment of the Eugene match.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, JR says Eugene makes right turns in a NASCAR race.
Oh no!
God, I
And
didn't catch that.
And in your oh my racism moment of the night, when Kamala comes out, Jerry says, "Oh, Eugene finally found a friend he can relate to on an intellectual level."
Come on, man.
Come on.
Oh my!
Everybody's favorite racist pedophile, Jerry Lawler, bringing the heat.
Yeah, well, you know.
But now here's someone
We
that
gotta-
can really relate to someone on a Eugene level. Johnny Nitro. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. I brought it back. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we go from Carlito's music playing, and he is now begrudgingly making his entrance for this match. He's very upset that he has to be out here.
Yeah.
There's
Johnny
a lot.
Nitro's music hits. Melina come out, and she do the split, but Johnny Nitro blocked the
Dude,
ass.
it's bullshit, dude. SmackDown would never do that.
What's the fucking point? We get the split, but we do not get the ass.
We don't go
after an
crazy.
entire segment of women oiling each other. I guess they thought we went crazy too many times in the last segment to get this.
SmackDown's for the horn dogs. Raw's for the real ones. That's what I'm saying. That's what we've been saying. That's why he sent Nico away. Got him out of here.
I miss Chuck.
Yeah, yeah, he was real extreme.
To bring him back.
One
So
day.
yeah, we do not get to ask. Shelton comes out and says, "Hello, I am
Oh.
Shelton Benjamin." Match starts. Johnny Nitro immediately ejected from the ring. We get Shimby Bimby and Carlito going back and
Shimby
forth. And
Bimby.
Carlito actually came to work today.
I keep forgetting
This
that he's
was-
the champ, Sheldon. By the way, he's just
Well-
so not
What do you mean? He's
amusing
got the high
anymore.
dollar shades. He's got the high dollar shades, Ty.
Holy shit! I keep forgetting he's our champion.
Well, the Fed also forgets he's the champ. But
Fair enough.
Carlito actually came to wrestle today. And they did not change the mat out after Ric Flair bled all over the place. It is disgusting on this fucking mat. Most of it is just coated in blood. And these guys are out here working in it.
Yeah.
We get a lot of pins, counter pins. Carlito has Shelton in a hold. Johnny Nitro runs at them, and Carlito just back body drops him over while holding Shelton. Johnny Nitro jumps over Shelton while he's running the ropes. Shelton kicks Carlito in the head, and then Johnny Nitro takes over on Shelton Benjamin. Some of that for a bit, then Carlito comes back in, clotheslines Shelton out of the ring. Catapults Johnny Nitro over the ropes, and he goes for a plancha, but Melina pulls him away. And so Carlito's just on the apron now, and Shelton's just standing there, so Carlito just kind of kicks him in the head because he's there. That was pretty good. Carlito gets disposed of. Shelton slams Johnny Nitro down onto the mat. We get back in the ring. Carlito hits a springboard front flip onto Johnny Nitro and Shelton from the outside, which was awesome. They all die. Great catch, finally, by somebody on these fucking shows. Wrestlers do not catch each other anymore. It's devastating. Carlito eventually wakes back up, throws Johnny Nitro into the ring. We get the classic Carlito strikes things that, I'm like, alright, this is where it all goes downhill. But Johnny Nitro versus an Irish Whip into a leg sweep. Jerry Lawler takes the occasion to say all women are animals.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Jerry.
Written down sexist comment of the evening.
Thanks, Jerry.
Uh,
Carlito then does a springboard flip over Johnny Nitro, who's coming at him, hits a Hurricane Rana and emotes. This is the best Carlito match we've had, already. Sheldon, after being dead on the ground for 5 minutes, wakes up, just throws Carlito 10 feet into the air.
Holy
Johnny-
shit.
Cool. Johnny Nitro is thrown to the outside. Sheldon takes over on Carlito for a minute. Johnny Nitro wakes up, goes at Shelton, but his snake eyes into the corner and he's down. But Melina puts his foot on the rope to stop the pin attempt from Shelton at 2. Shelton gets really mad. Carlito goes for a poison Rana, gets blocked, but still wiggles his way around and gets a victory roll for 2. Johnny Nitro and Carlito then team up, where Johnny Nitro hits a monkey flip onto Shelton to send him flying into Carlito, who drop kicks him. Carlito goes for the pin. Johnny Nitro breaks up this pin. They start getting mad at each other. Carlito goes top rope. Johnny Nitro follows him to try to suplex him, but Shelton shakes the ropes to crotch him. So we now get a spot where everybody's in the corner on the turnbuckle. Johnny Nitro is in the tree of woe, meaning he's got his feet up on the top rope and is just slumped over it, so he's basically on the inside. Carlito is just sitting up on top of the turnbuckle like a gargoyle, like you do. Shelton comes flying in, jumps clear over Johnny Nitro onto the top rope, lands perfectly. Sabu could never. So he's got Carlito in this superplex position. And then Johnny Nitro does an ab crunch, curls himself up to a more or less seated position, hits Shelton with a German suplex, who holds on to Carlito and superplexes him in the process. And we get a holy shit chant from the crowd, which is, I think, the first one I've heard this year. Didn't know we were doing this in 06, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was an insane
you're
ass
right,
spot.
actually.
Yeah, it's a cool spot for 2006.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen this a billion times because, everybody does this now, but...
I just wonder, was
cool.
this like how many times they've done it before? Like, where'd they learn it from? Or is this the first time? That'd be crazy if this was the first time.
I mean, Johnny Nitro probably watched a Ring of Honor match
Okay.
where this happened, but this had to be the first time a Fed crowd has seen this, because they lost their minds. So, yeah, you get that cool triple suplex, basically. Everybody just dies on the floor for a minute while the crowd applauds and says, yes, thank you. Good job, boys.
Yeah.
They wake up, take turns just hitting each other with shit, knocking each other down. Carlito hits a double springboard back elbow, gets a 2 count on both of them. Johnny Nitro is thrown away. Shelton hits a spinning heel kick on Carlito to take back over. They go back and forth for a bit. Carlito hits the backcracker on Shelton, but he's too eepy to go over there immediately and pin him. So then Johnny Nitro wakes up, pulls Carlito out of the ring, crawls over to Shelton, and pins him for 3 off of Carlito's finish. And I know Emerald is pissed as hell about this. So Johnny Nitro is your IC champion now, after pinning Shelton Benjamin with a finisher Carlito hit. I can't believe Johnny Nitro won this fucking match.
No, me neither.
Carlito was actually doing stuff and then got a fucking kill steal.
As I've been posting in the chat, and I'm sure I'll be posting on the video, there's a lot of Carlito heads in the crowd. I don't know what's going on.
So many signs for Carlito. Everyone loves Carlito.
Guy dressed up as Carlito. The fucking weird ass apple face. I don't understand the apple face, but there's so many people with
it's cool, bro.
signs. Yeah,
cool, bro.
This is
cool.
I'm surprised they went with Nitro instead.
Yeah, he's been an afterthought, but hey,
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
So like, I'll touch back on it again. I think at the end, but this match was fine, but it went too long. I feel like all of the like matches here that have cool spots are also 1,000 years long.
Yeah.
So, like, I only care for maybe half of it. So I don't know.
In my opinion, I feel like it works with like multi-man matches like this, like triple threats, as long as there's a lot of good action. And I felt like this was probably like the second best match of the card, honestly. In my opinion.
I like this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's an unpopular opinion, but there was a lot of really good spots, but the overall pacing of this match I felt was slow. So it didn't. I don't know. This is a real roller coaster, of a pay-per-view. So
At
I
least
this was like a lower point. Yeah.
At least it wasn't Cena versus Edge versus Triple H.
Oh,
well,
God.
that's
God.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You're right. 4 out of 5 stars.
Wait. No, that match was good. Wait a minute.
Oh, that match was good.
That match was really good.
Oh, I thought you just meant again.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Like, wait, I'm like, that sounds bad. And I'm like, wait, that was the last
No, we
Raw
saw
pay-per-view.
that. And yeah, look,
You know,
I remember
that was good.
unlocked that it was really good.
Yeah,
But
that
this
was really good. But
This is the most Carlito has tried, I think, by far.
Yes.
And this is probably Carlito and Shelton's best match, I think, that we've seen.
Ooh, you mean together?
Yes.
Like, at all. That either of them are involved in.
Oh,
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, I could see it. You're right.
It's not, listen, damning with faint praise, but...
No, you're right. I'm not thinking of the overall mediocrity that these guys have been
Yeah,
putting out.
it's not Shelton
So-
versus the ECW Triple H dog,
Yeah,
where you
and-
just have 25-minute IC title match in the middle of the show.
Yeah. And what I mean by this is Johnny Nitro was here to be the glue and do the actual cool stuff
Yes.
Yeah.
for most of this match.
No, that's fair. No, you know what? You brought me around on it. You're right.
It would be 5 stars if we had seen Molina with the ass.
Yeah, but we didn't get that
But-
because Johnny
No,
Nitro's
that's
a
illegal.
fucker. He's a little
Yeah.
fucker.
We did not quite go crazy.
We will later, though.
But backstage, the Spirit Squad are
Oh,
going crazy. And Benny, too, is here to tell us about it.
Hey guys, look, it's me. It's Benny too. I'm not
Oh, there
Benny
he is.
one. I'm not gonna do the cheer because we're here to talk about my boys, the Spirit Squad. They're here because they are here to destroy D-Generation X with their awful chants, but even awfuler tactics. But as they're cheering, they're getting hyped, they're getting pumped. Mr. McMahon shows up. They all quiet down. Gets real serious. Because Mr. McMahon is here to remind them that they were humiliated last time. Got all that Nickelodeon copyrighted slime all over them. Not sure how they got away with that, but
Legally distinct goop.
legally
Yeah.
distinct goop. So they had to do everything in their power to destroy DX so that they never come back ever again and make
That-
Vince McMahon look good.
The damn DX!
The damn DX!
Oh.
And so they go.
huh?
Are they gone?
Click on.
Hmm.
So we get Mr. McMahon in the locker room
So
by himself. He looks down. There's that penis pump. He looks at it, laughs, puts it down, picks it back up, reads the back,
Oh,
gets
yeah.
makes some faces,
Mm.
puts it down again,
No.
then looks around,
Huh?
not remembering there's a camera directly in front of him.
no.
Grabs the box, heads to the bathroom just behind him, very convenient. Then we hear an explosion, okay? It's like, oh, that must have been a very effective penis pump. No, he comes out. There's smoke. His face is covered in legally distinct green slime. That damn DX! And we all have a good laugh.
He was about to get a big penis, and they said no.
Dude.
He got stinkied. It's epic.
That's
Also, Vince said DX is a social disease like bird flu.
He
Huh.
did say that.
You did?
Y'all remember bird flu?
yeah,
Sorta.
Well, see, there you go. It wasn't real. He's right.
dude. Wait until those
It's
pigs show
true.
up, dude. Get
I
that
remember
swine flu.
swine flu.
Nah, not yet.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
I know someone that actually got swine flu.
Oh?
Are they
Yeah, I
okay?
remember Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
I mean, probably. I don't know. I mean, they might be dead now, but like they didn't die from it at the time.
So we go from one
Yeah.
penis pump
Let
to
it
two.
die. Let that bit
I'm
sit. Let it bomb.
No, I got you, dude. No, I'll let you cook, dude. You're flying away with that one. Cause listen, man, we're pumping. Lita's coming here. That's crazy.
Whoa.
What is she? So you're used to the Vita DV, and she said, no. I'm not wearing that today. It's all under boobs today, and you go, holy, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
It's an oh my top for sure. Respectfully.
And then
Yeah.
Edge is also looking pretty meaty. It's pretty good. He gets on the mic for whatever reason, and he goes, "You know what? I fucking hate the Hurricanes. They suck. I'm Canadian, and you guys got carried by Canadians. I hate you guys for being good at hockey." And then I realized in my brain holster, and I went, wait a minute. Wait, 2006 has really bizarre champions in sports. Because you got the
Does
Carolina Hurricanes, you got the White Sox, who just historically got the lowest win percentage of all time.
The worst record in modern baseball history.
Yeah, Dave, if you didn't know, the White Sox lost 121 games this year. Historically, the worst of all time.
Oh my god!
And the only time the last time they won a playoff game was 2006, where they won the World Series.
Oh,
So, and then you got the Hurricanes, who also have really been shit since 2006.
Carolina Hurricanes are a hockey team.
Yes, and then
but they used all their power back in
Hockey.
2006.
then what? You got Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben
I almost said his bad name, but I can't say that. Winning, and then who was basketball? Was it freaking the Heat?
It's
No,
the Heat.
okay. Shaquille O'Neal did it again, boys. When he killed Carlito,
Good old Shaquille.
and so now we got RVD here.
Wow.
And before that, Edge says, "Once I get my belt back, I'm gonna have this sex celebration again." And so it flipped a switch in their commentators' brains, and they said, "We're only gonna talk about this the whole night."
Jerry Lawler demands tongue action. Verbatim.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Because Edge said, "I'm gonna be having a sex celebration," and then he looks at Lita and gives tongue, and Lawler goes, "Oh, daddy!" And you know what? Yes, Queen, I agree. Yes,
Yeah, look,
yes,
I'm
Queen.
gonna be honest. Edge lately is kind of daddy. It's like, let's be real.
Lawler coming out
yeah.
with that was pretty good, but it's not June anymore. Oh wait, no, it's June in 2006. You know what?
Yeah,
We'll allow it.
Yeah, it's 2006 Pride Month. Let's go.
That gets the touchdown of the
go.
night.
Yeah.
Not Edge. Anyway,
Ty has not banned that sound yet.
That we need
We
it.
apologize, Alex. Again.
we need it. This whole feud has been built around Edge big balling RVD by saying, "Listen, man, I won the Money in the Bank, and I know how you feel because I also beat John Cena, and this happened literally in the same year. This is not even a couple months."
Yeah, this was 5 months ago that this happened.
And he's like, "Hey, I want my belt back, baby. This is a whole feud." And
Hey, real quick, why is this the WWE Championship again? I thought it was the ECW Championship now.
well, because Vince wrote that this would be pretty sick and awesome to have this like feud where RVD will, go to ECW and steal our belt. But
Right.
then they had ECW #1, and they said never mind because this shit sucks ass, dog. Because they have not.
Very cool.
Has RVD been on Raw at all? Maybe
I don't
once?
think so.
Like,
I know he's done cameos, but I don't think he's been like back since.
it's just been nothing on ECW. Like RVD has just been feuding with Edge and nobody else. He does not care about anything else on that roster. I don't even think he's really like a part of the group or care until he sees John Cena later. It's just so bizarre. But yeah, the match went a little too long because it's Triple H. He's the ECW Triple H. Of course, he's got to go fucking 20 minutes. He's got to do all the jaw jacking. Edge was awesome in the match. He's always so fucking good with any innovative spots that he's got. I'm trying to think. There's just so much to this match.
A lot happens. Well, also it's 17 minutes long. So much.
I'm trying to think of one specific great spot by any of them.
I've got a few.
Do you?
So, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
so my basic thoughts and the themes of this match, and really RVD as a whole, are there are cool spots that happen in his matches, but then there is just nothing in between them. There's a cool spot, but then he has no idea what to do after that until it's been 3 minutes of them writhing on the ground. Then they go to do another cool thing. There's no interim. There's no, pacing. It's thing happens, I go to sleep. Thing happens, I go to sleep. I did almost fall asleep in this match. For what it's worth.
And that's more or less what I was talking about with that last match. That's how I feel about how a lot of these longer matches that have great spots are. is that just then nothing happens back to back. I mean, you're right. The multi-plan match, like Nitro and everything, wasn't a factor, but yeah, like for this one, right? Like they're wobbling around the edge of the ring, and Edge flips over and then slams him over the ropes out of the ring. That was awesome, but on both sides of that, it was them just being sleepy and like rolling around. So, but every spot in this was great, but it was so overly long, I think.
Yeah, if I go spot for spot, I will be going 30 minutes.
Yeah, you get, as Dave was talking about, Edge does a sunset flip power bomb over the top rope onto Rob Van Dam. Was sick as hell. Edge broke his ass. But then in the interim, you get Edge emoting and then a Lita titty shot from the camera as the crowd chants boring. JR at one point during this match yells at Jerry to stop fucking talking about sex. It's a title match. So even JR got pissed about this. There's another spot where RVD hangs Edge outside on the barricade, goes for the spinning leg lariat from the apron. Edge tumbles into the crowd and RVD lands with his leg on the barricade. I don't know how he didn't break his leg or tear the shit out of it. That was awesome. RVD gets power bombed onto the barricade. RVD German into Edge, spinning heel kick, goes for the Rolling Thunder, but Edge wakes up and power slams him out of that. Split-legged move. There's a lot of cool spots in this match, but again, just nothing until, now, Ty, do you want to do the finish?
I got it. The fucking Edge Lita grabs the belt, and the ref was like, here's the ECW belt. And she goes, fuck you, give me the belt. And then gets the WWE belt. She throws it in. Edge grabs it, and he just starts looking at it, and he's like, ooh, yeah, I want this, yeah. And he turns around, and he kind of places the belt like to his face, and RVD does a little spin kick, hits the Van Daminator, and JR goes, no! That's the Van Beltinator. I was like, I'm going to kill you. RVD goes up for the top rope. Lita crotches him. Edge does a couple moves, gets up. Lita has a chair in the corner. She's ready to have RVD get speared through it. RVD moves. Edge spears Lita instead. And
smashes his head right into the ladder.
Oh, yeah.
He's busted open. He's bleeding everywhere. RVD goes up, hits the 5-star, and gets the win. I'm actually surprised because the whole build and how they've been treating RVD, I assumed they were just going to hotshot it to somebody else.
Yeah.
At this point,
no, that's fair.
I mean, we got like a week or two. Till he goes a little smoky dokey.
Like, this match wasn't bad, but it's every problem I have with RVD. And I do also want to say, I don't know if, Edge writes his own finishes or what, but Edge matches consistently have, the best finishes of anybody that's, on this fucking roster. And it's, not close. Edge in the past few weeks has become, I think, maybe the most entertaining part of this show.
Yeah.
His promos are good. His matches are pretty good. He's always got the bullshit finish or whatever. But, it's different almost every time unless John Cena is involved.
Well, yeah.
And then he's been having good matches on ECW, too. He had the really good tag match with Edge and Orton versus RVD and Angle. That was good.
Yeah, Edge and Foley at One Night Stand was really good.
Yep.
Edge is always doing stuff. He's one of the best athletes on the roster. He knows what he's doing. His promos aren't, amazing, but they're good enough. It's kind of a weak roster for promos right now, but, he's probably still near the top.
Ty, can you pull up one of the cool spots RVD hit where RVD went for a Rolling Thunder on Orton, and then Edge decided to drop kick him out of the Rolling Thunder?
That was so fucking
crazy.
Good. That was so good.
What were you going to say, Dave? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that, Martin, I think you're absolutely right. You guys are correct. I just don't think any of us noticed it till now because consistently, even in current era, Edge is still doing exciting, fun, shisty spots.
Yeah.
So
Edge-
maybe we're just used to this is just how Edge is, but it really shows that even back then he was doing so much fun shit that we just never realized.
He's really doing the most. It's probably why
Yeah.
his neck got shattered. But
Oh,
like,
it's gotta be.
he's doing more than anybody other than like Johnny Nitro, I guess, on Raw
Yeah.
that we've seen. And Nitro got here like a week ago.
Yeah, in terms of like theatrics and spots and all the stuff. You're 100%
Johnny
correct.
Nitro wishes he was Edge.
Also, hey, I just noticed this. Where the fuck
Uh-oh.
are the women? There's not a women's match on this show. Where the fuck is Mickey James Ben? What is happening?
You know,
yeah, hey
Vengeance.
man.
Vince hates Mickey, dude. I'm surprised they don't
True.
just hot shot the belt to somebody else, but
Yeah.
then you'd have
And
the Kerrigan.
And again, to Dave's point, Edge's twin brother, the rated R superstar Adam Copeland, is currently dealing with a shattered leg because he decided to jump off the top of a cage at age 97, like 4 months ago.
Yeah,
Ooh.
It was awesome. When we get to that stupid match he had with Malachi Black in 2024, it's going to be great.
Didn't he?
The
Yeah.
Vampire Warrior was fanging and banging.
Any Extreme Freaks have
Absolutely.
anything to say about this match?
RVD WWE title match. The WWE sucked.
The WWE sug. We don't defend the belt.
One of a kind.
Hey, so this was an entertaining match. You know, a lot of good high spots. It is
pretty
an
good.
RVD match.
He tries
That's-
his
that's
best,
what it-
man.
It's an RVD match more so than an Edge match. And you know, like, RVD is exciting. It's just so much of it just feels canned. I don't know. Like, I can't put my finger quite on it. Like, it should be really good, but I just don't get there. You know.
I think it's funny too. Just like, I still don't understand like the appeal of RVD. As much as I like, you can go back and like listen to a couple episodes where I say like, "Oh, I love RVD matches because he's out of Pack Watch or whatever." I don't know, man. I'm just kind of ready for him to leave.
I
RVD
think
is like he's like the CM Punk for the stoner generation of the early
Yes,
2000s.
that's a good point.
I think he's very good. Like the man, everything he does should be exciting. It just feels empty in a way.
Yeah,
I think it's because he's not like and I hate to use this word because it's a WWE word. He's not very charismatic.
Yeah.
Good
Mhm.
wrestler, good look, not charismatic though.
But
He's
did
got
you-
2 of the 3.
Did you see the way he spinned the belt? Come on.
He do to spin.
I'm glad he do to spin because not enough people do.
True.
I think it'll be better off when he drops the belt eventually. It'll happen soon here, I'm sure. I was honestly surprised it didn't happen tonight because I don't remember this pay-per-view. But
Yeah, and it's also in the middle of the show, so
yeah,
they really don't give a fuck about this guy.
No,
It's-
not at all.
I think he'll be better served when he's not WWE champion. Honestly, I have like fonder memories of ECW champion RVD than I do ECW plus WWE champion RVD.
Well,
Doesn't he go to TNA at some point? Like, I don't know if it's soon,
2009
but in like a
maybe?
year.
Yeah, in like
couple
3
years.
years, something
Yeah.
like that, 3 or 4
Oh
years.
wow,
Yeah.
okay, so we still got a good bit of time.
Don't look up his theme
Yeah.
song. Din, 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 din,
He's
din,
so
din.
good.
Rob Van Dam. Din, 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 din. The whole fucking show. Din, 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 din,
So,
din.
but the spot in particular, and the commentary in particular that I was referencing earlier is Alita putting a steel chair in the corner. And I'm just going to read to you real quick what JR said.
Okay.
Lita's
Oh,
got
man.
a steel chair. Lita trying to bring a steel chair into play. Lita with the steel chair in the corner. And then Edge goes for the spear at this point, and RVD moves out of the way, and Edge spears himself in the head with the fucking chair and goes. And then he immediately goes, "Oh no, Lita put a steel chair in the corner rope."
Yeah,
Oh no.
you know, but like as bad as it was, as bad as like JR's commentary was during this match, man, it was nowhere like it couldn't hold a candle to Lawler.
Just talking about boobies, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just
you
like-
see her titties? Her underboob.
Lita.
Yeah, 'cause
she put the
oh.
chair on there with her boob out.
The
Yeah,
sex
there's like a
celebration.
point.
The sex celebration, guys.
There's
We're
like
gonna
a
have
point,
another one.
and I know this is
puppies.
like a shoot. This was like a shoot from JR. He said, "Is all you think about sex?"
And he goes,
And
yes.
I knew JR meant that for real. That was not
Do
like
not
a
ask what else Jerry Lawler thinks about.
bit. Well, that's like Jerry Lawler pre-wife death and post-wife death are two different people.
True.
So is JR post wife death.
Oh,
Do not look at JR's Twitter likes.
oh no.
Don't.
Actually, you can't anymore. But do not look at his retweets
Oh
anyway.
no, he closed them.
No, I mean Elon Musk closed all the Twitter likes were cooked. We can't go stalk his boobs anymore.
Oh no.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is 1984, dude.
It really is.
I hate
Cooked.
Elon Musk.
But yeah,
So
get
RVD
out of our
won,
company.
still champion. And that, yeah, what Ty said too, get him out of the company. But RVD is still champion, and Edge lost in a very convincing fashion, and I don't think
Edge
there's much
hitting
else.
the chair sounded gnarly as fuck.
It did. He sold it like a champ too, and I
He
gotta
really
say
did.
the Raw boys had it nailed down with what they were saying about Edge. Edge has always been probably one of the more entertaining guys in wrestling. It's just
He's-
that
He's a very entertaining, but I mean, I'm gonna do what main event Martin did. Just he couldn't draw them crowds in AEW. It is what it is.
yeah. I mean, the dub is a different beast. You don't. I think that if we're gonna talk about that, it's just a different audience, right? People there have love for him, but they don't love him.
It's because he didn't do a live sex celebration.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you piped down somebody's mom in the center of the ring on AEW,
Oh,
surely
dude.
that'd be a ratings pop. I guarantee
True.
you they'd hit a mill.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, if like him and Mama Wayne just like got down.
I'm saying that could be it.
It's actually Tony Khan that was doing that.
And we need to pitch this to Tony.
All right,
I
guys.
think TNT would be on board.
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, thanks, guys. What about the
Like
ECW
free.
freaks in the back? I guess I can go over it. They're just screaming. They're jiving.
They're
Paul Heyman
not
show up.
banging and banging.
Paul Heyman show up. He goes, "Hey guys, I'm happy for everybody." And they go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And then Kane shows up.
And Kane shows up.
I didn't even watch this segment. I just skipped it.
They just yelled. That's it. They got really
Cool.
excited.
Come on, Sandman, hit the cane or whatever, dude.
JR said this was a huge win for ECW for getting Kurt Angle lost in the beginning.
Yep.
They didn't even care. They're like, whatever. Kurt's whatever now. Even though he was like the main guy at the end of ECW 1 yelling, ECW, yeah!
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh,
And
what a time.
Now, yeah, we go from ECW shitters to a real WWE 5-star classic here as we get Kane versus Kane. Kane still with a real bad Kane mask. But this heated match, Kane knows who Kane is. Kane is afraid of Kane. This man is pure evil. So how do we start off this hot match? Kane goes for the pyro, is knocked down by Kane. Kane is clotheslined over the top rope but lands on his feet. Now what do we get? Walk and brawl on the outside, folks. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Kane and Kane are fighting on the outside. Kane knocks Kane down. Kane throws Kane back inside and chokes Kane in the corner. Kane and Kane now exchange more strikes, and Kane is shoulder blocked to the ground. And he tries to take off Kane's mask, but he can't. Because reasons.
Come on.
Kane hits the sidewalk slam and goes back to what, folks? Ground and pound and choke.
Yeah.
Kane is brought over to the ropes, repeatedly choked in them for a few minutes, but Kane always respects the 5 count and will stop when the ref says, hey, quit it, and then goes back to choke Kane. We get a big suplex and a punch with theatrics by Kane into another choke. Kane feels the energy, the raw energy of this match, powers back up with strikes, and then
Yes.
is immediately power slammed. The crowd starts chanting, boring. We get, what do we get, folks? Another choke.
No
For a
way.
goddamn while
No way.
in this, I don't know, maybe 8-minute match that, you know, all of it's a chokehold. Kane goes for the choke slam, but he gets gouged in the eyes and hit by a running DDT, which I'm going to say is your spot of the match. Not good at all, but hey. Kane gets power slammed, thrown into the corner, and repeatedly struck. Gets hit with a sidewalk slam from Kane, but then he eats a big boot. Kane goes top rope, but is met up top by Kane, and we get the Super Kaneplex.
Kane.
Kane calls for the choke slam and goozles Kane, but we get back elbows as Kane escapes. Kane hits a big boot, goes to the top rope again, but Kane beats him, hits him with the choke slam, and Kane has defeated Kane. The crowd could not care less.
How could
Ty
Kane do
asked
this?
if this was the worst match we've seen. I don't think so. If only because this match wasn't that long.
Yeah.
But, man, the whole lot of nothing in this fucking thing.
I can't
Yeah.
believe Kane lost to Imposter Kane.
That was shocking, yeah.
That's the shocking thing to me.
Hey, yeah, I bet it's going to get paid off really well.
Yeah, he said, listen, man, before the match, Kane did say, I know who you are. So we'll figure this out, right? Please, hello?
Yeah, next week on Raw, we're going to find out who Kane is, and it's going to be a real long feud that ends really well.
Do you think they ever bring this guy back?
Come on, guys.
I
Don't
hope
do
not.
this to me.
Do you
Guys,
think-
don't do this to me.
Do you think the Imposter Kane will ever be a tag team champion in WWE?
Listen, I feel like whoever is under this mask, this probably was the best he can produce.
Oh, God, I don't know about
It's
that.
the least
Come
I've
on,
ever
man.
been annoyed by this particular wrestler, if he ever comes back.
You know, an old verbiage was once said to me once. They said, biscuits and gravy made you a man. Oh, biscuits and gravy. You know what I mean?
Is
No.
that?
Huh?
No.
What?
No.
I'm just saying.
I don't know why he's talking about Festus.
I was talking about Jesse.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. You know,
Jesse.
Slim J? Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave, do you have any greater thoughts on Kane versus Kane as our Canaanite?
Well, I'm really shocked that Kane didn't defeat the evils of his heart that is Max Kane. I did like some of the commentary of this. I think was some of the best calls they made all night of the Red Machine is having ignition problems, and maybe tonight for the first time Kane is actually seeing evil.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite calls for the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, that's
But-
all right.
But I'm really shocked at the direction this went, because I figured after all the buildup, this would be Kane knowing who he is, seeing through the demons, and then finally vanquishing the imposter so we can move the fuck on. But
But no.
no.
Should have been like no DQ or something. This is just
Yeah,
a wrestling
like-
match from this guy who I don't know is
Kills
more
people?
evil than Murder Kane.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
But hey,
whenever you just have your debut match on a pay-per-view, it's always probably not going to be the best, depending on who you are. Because, like, how much training does this guy get as Imposter Kane? Because he
yeah,
looked
but I mean,
bad.
even still, right? Yeah, but all he has to do is just do
Be
the old
Kane.
school
He
shake
has to-
slam and do the like.
That's hard, though. You have to be somebody else. You have to be like, okay, well, now I got to hit the same moves and do the same exact stuff and make it look good in this match where nobody gives a fuck. And then you just look like a dumbass. It just looks bad.
I can see that.
They struggled so hard.
yeah, it went 7-14.
Oh, God.
So long for what this was.
This was 5 more seconds than Ric Flair versus Mick Foley, and that was a 2 out of 3 falls.
Ugh.
Yeah, I had two notes for this whole match. I had Kane versus Kane. Kane has defeated Kane.
Nice.
That's it.
Cage
Pretty
match
much.
beating my ass with this one.
But then we're going to the next segment.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up a list. They don't have a list that cage match for me. They're trying to kill me out here. Oh, here, okay. Wikipedia got me. It's a lumberjack match, guys. An extreme lumberjack match.
Ooh.
You guys weren't ready for this one.
No,
So
definitely not.
you got the ECW freaks coming out to the ring. They're all excited. Again, this is another like feud that was built on a show that we're not watching. So, half the story's lost on us.
Right.
But did we really miss a lot? So we
No.
got
Oh.
Balls Mahoney. We got Al Snow. We got Justin Credible coming out of his crevice. We got Tommy Dreamer actually there. I didn't even notice him at first. I saw him in the back, but we got Stevie Richards, the Sandman with his stupid cane. Got Amish Roadkill or whatever the fuck. Danny Dorian's fucking gone, dude. Yeah, you know the weirdo that's just not dressed up in ECW gear?
Uh-huh.
That's Roadkill. So,
Oh.
Little Guido, he's now just ECW to the bone. Nunzio's dead. And then Sabu comes out. Crowd's pretty excited. Sabu he has that aura. I don't know. There's something about Sabu. He just awesome.
I agree. I feel with it, dude. Every time Sabu's out, I get excited because I don't know what's going to happen.
Like,
Sabu doesn't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. It's so good.
He's the best, worst wrestler of all time because he will do whatever it takes and just maybe look bad. Maybe just be the worst pile of shit, but you're excited about it. Then you got
Two things are always true with Sabu. He is shiny. He will botch a spot, but it will be awesome. That's all you need.
So
all you need.
Then you got the Raw Lumberjacks, and Jerry goes, now these are the men that we should inspire to be. And let me go through these men real quick and say that these are the men that we all should be and be excited about. Val Penis, Charlie Haas, Lance Cade.
The boys out to the ring.
Yeah, Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch.
Are those the Highlanders?
Snitsky. No, the Highlanders were not here yet. They haven't found their way to North Carolina.
Yeah, they're still lost in New York eating garbage.
Matt Stryker, Viscera, and is there anybody else I'm missing? I think that's it. I think
Rob Conway.
Rob Conway. Oh, I'm sorry. His
Base
shine was
Rob
too.
is out here.
He was too shiny for me. I couldn't see him. And I forgot Al Snow's still on the ECW side. He's still in the company. How?
Good for him. Get those checks, King.
There's no way he's been doing anything except scream.
Editor Ty, throw up the image of that one guy on that shoot interview being real mean to Al Snow. You know which one it is. I'll post it later.
Okay, sweet. Thank you. And then you got Black Eye John Cena coming out. The crowd's woken up again. They're like, yeah! Finally!
Yes!
Kane killed me! These guys beat the living shit out of each other. Cena and Sabu
this
went
match
silly. Just everything they could possibly do to kill each other. There's just big fucking suplexes, big just punches, big everything. They throw them outside. Sandman's beating people up with canes.
Oh.
They just do not like each other. Fucking triple. He actually hit a triple jump moonsault in this match. Sabu got it
so
off,
cool.
and then he goes, what do I do? Okay, let me do another one. And then he goes up and hits a spinning leg drop and misses John Cena completely.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, sick. That's rad. You got a face buster on them. These guys are just beating, like just literal beating the shit out of each other. There's tables getting set up. All the lumberjacks just start beating the crap out of each other. There's just nonsense and chaos, and this is what we wanted. ECW on the actual show, not like this. I wish.
This is the match that gets the most crowd reaction by far.
It's just people being violent towards each other, and it's awesome.
So everyone from ECW is a big freak. Like you have Sandman and Amish Roadkill and whatever. How are the ECW shows not this deranged?
Because
they're all deranged.
Because anybody who's like winning on the ECW side is just former WWE people, and they just don't care. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sabu tried to. He did one of those like triple jumps into the corner and just smashed his fucking face in the corner. It looked like he lost a couple teeth. I don't know. Sabu's got to stop throwing chairs at Cena's head.
That's my favorite spot.
It gets stuck around his neck.
He did it multiple times.
Yeah, but when everyone's holding Cena and he throws a chair into his head and just hangs off him like a wreath as they
Yeah.
move him around. That was my favorite spot. It was so perfect.
Yeah, so the fucking freak lumberjacks set up that table that I was talking about earlier. And John Cena says, I'm going to fucking kill this piece of shit. And so he picks him up, gives him the FU from the ring to the floor, and Sabu hits not a bit of that table, just a little bit of it with his leg, and just hits the
corner.
floor and back splatter. Sabu's hip is exploded in 3 pieces.
Yeah.
They throw him back in the ring.
Jerry is cackling as Sabu is just murdered by hitting the edge of this table and going, ah!
I don't know if his spine will ever come back in one piece ever again.
Sabu's corpse is thrown in the ring, and instead of Cena just pinning him, he makes him tap out with the STFU and wins. This match fucking rocked. Match of the night.
It's fucking losing.
It's so funny to me that Sabu will do all this shit, almost kill himself for the sake of the match, and then tap out.
Yeah, man.
It's so good.
The only time Sabu has like actually jobbed out on any of these, and it's tapping out to Cena.
That makes
Also,
sense.
Angry John Cena working with this much intensity is awesome.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
heel turn that is definitely coming. That I'm
Definitely
seeing
coming.
here
Definitely.
rocks so hard.
A sub 7-minute
he is-
match.
Yeah, he's a house of fire. He comes out. He's doing all sorts of crazy shit. He's mad as hell. He's just remorselessly beating this old man and this gang of freaks outside. At one point, Sabu gets clobbered out of the air with a kendo stick. This rocks.
Oh, that
Sabu
was
almost
so
died
fucking
like
cool.
4 times.
Yeah, the Lumberjacks try to pick him up and take him away. All the Raw boys are in the ring pointing at Sabu going, you suck, you suck. And Cena just kind of like has that realization that, wow, who the fuck's in this ring with me? Who are these guys?
And then,
And then Val Venus turns around and goes, yes, Cena, you did it. You did it, champ. And Cena's like,
who are you?
yeah,
am
man.
I?
Yeah, man.
Who am
Yeah.
I?
He's like, fuck this shit. I want my belt back, dog. This shit's ass.
Yeah. I don't know who you are. I need to go watch Camp Laszlo in the back.
No, you can't let that happen.
This match, I think, did a great job of also just showing off how strong Cena is. Because fighting Sabu, who likes to get thrown around and everything, really exemplifies that Cena is really powerful, really dangerous. He just picks Sabu up and just throws him constantly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
It's so good.
What did
He's just lobbing this old man around. How fucking old was Sabu here? Because he looks like he's 50,
Oh,
but
God.
like he's probably like 27.
Let me look. EC Dub. Let's see. How old is he now? He is 59.
He's 59. So okay, so he's like he's like 41.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Jeez.
He's younger than my dad, and he looks like he's about to die any second now.
We'll see how
Damn.
far.
Don't be an ECW, kids.
Oh, yeah, one of the announcers brought up the fact one time, allegedly, Sabu glued his wounds shut.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
yeah.
That was
Oh,
metal
yeah.
as hell.
Oh, boy.
Sabu is all about that shit. You know,
Emerald, you don't
for
remember?
better, but usually for worse.
What was that?
I showed you the barbed wire match where
Oh, you
his
did,
bicep
yeah.
fell out, and what he did was just duct tape it.
Yeah, he did do that.
He's a lunatic. But that's why he rocks silly. And he definitely will not be caught with any sort of illegal substances anytime soon.
No. He
No.
could never.
Not at all.
He's clean, brother.
He is the illegal substance.
Speaking of illegal
Oh.
substances, let's see what the Extreme Freaks have to say, and then we'll go into RVD.
Sabu is coming down to the ring very menacingly to his racist music. It's so sick.
Very
He's got-
menacingly and no pop.
Yeah, he's got like immediate aura. The crowd is scared of him too, I think. You know, they think this man is there to harm them, and he is.
I mean, yeah, like you look at Sabu, he's like 32 years old, and then he looks like he's like 97 years old.
Yep.
You know
He
he's been
looks
doing
like a
something.
relic.
Yeah, he does.
Bro, looks like he was just dug up from the pyramid or some shit.
But yeah, Sabu comes out. You know, the ECW Lumberjacks come out. They look like a smacked ass, all of them.
Yep. All of them are looking rough. They're all like 25, but they all look 50.
Yeah.
The match is sick. I mean, it's a short match. It's very simple. I'm enjoying the building narrative here of John Cena going extreme to prove that he will be the WWE champion.
I think one of my favorite spots in this match, it's very simple, but like Cena just drives Sabu into like one of the corner posts, and Sabu just kicks him squad in the nuts.
Yeah. Sabu is like actually giving him the what for. This feels like honestly, this is a little bit of like for real ECW. This is the boys hazing him a little bit, you know?
Oh, definitely.
Like Sabu is obviously not a clean worker, and he never has been.
And he never will be.
And that's part of the appeal, right?
Yeah, and I think if I'm John Cena going into this, I know I'm probably gonna get like
Killed.
hurt for real.
He's already got the black eye coming into this. Which how did you get that black eye?
Sabu gave him a leg drop from the ring to the table, and the table didn't break,
Oh yeah.
so he just kind of got smushed.
It's just like constantly as you watch the match, you see Sabu just throwing himself into shit, and the moves like just barely working or just barely connecting. Like he definitely destroyed his hip multiple times.
Oh yeah,
Like there's no cartilage left in his body.
dude, and the chair throwing.
Yep.
They throw chairs at each other just the whole match. Like the one where they're out the ring and Sabu he throws one chair at Cena, and then who was it? Was it Sandman?
Yeah,
No, it
I
was
think
Al
he,
Snow. It was Al
Yep.
Snow who grabs Cena after that, and then Sabu just beams his head with another chair, and it like
Yep.
sticks to his face.
that one was sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was like again, this feels like hazing and like them really letting John Cena like earn like even in plot like earn his spot as WWE champion again. Which like I
I mean-
appreciate that.
after this, I would hope so.
The right after that chair spot where he's like just wearing the chair as a necklace comes like the fucked up table spot where there's always a good Sabu fucked up table spot.
Editor Ty, if there is a action figure of John Cena with the necklace chair, post a picture of that.
Okay.
It totally should be.
There should be if there isn't. There absolutely should be.
Who do we get in contact about that?
Guys, can we do a 2006 line, please?
Yeah, right. You have to really think like this is you guys ever see like that comic book panel with Superman talking about like fighting Darkseid and like the whole world of cardboard thing? You guys know what I'm talking about?
That's from
This
the
is
Justice
that
League stuff.
Yeah, this is that for Cena right now where he's like the world is cardboard, but I know I can kill Sabu as much as I want because nobody will give a shit. Like
Yeah,
he's
I mean-
whipping chairs around. He's just fucking throwing these guys.
Sabu's ass probably felt like fucking cardboard after that chair spot with him, or the
Yep.
table spot with him.
This is John Cena letting loose, and it's pretty sick.
That's what it's all about.
It was, and the ending of not the ending, I guess the post credits of this with Cena walking back in the locker room.
Yeah,
He runs into
RVD.
RVD. Yeah. And RVD says,
Hey,
he's just
dude.
showing up to the ECW locker room,
Eddie,
showing that he has
soldier.
big balls.
You
Right.
got a
He
nice
admires
set of
having big
testicles.
you got a nice sack there, kid. I
does
appreciate
say
a nice
that.
sack.
He admires is a nice sack too. He says that.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like again, this is making like the whole. It feeds into the whole John Cena earning his place in ECW before he regains the WWE champion, which you have to imagine is the overall narrative here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the whole bit.
It's just for me, RVD is so overt with it, and it's like, this promo could have been good, it wasn't, in my opinion.
No.
I think a part of it is also that RVD knows that he's like about to lose this title.
Yeah, he's got to drop it.
But it's just kind of like, well, what's the
Whatever.
point of getting it if I'm gonna just give it back like a week later?
One thing I wanted to go back to for a sec was like, even when the match ends, because it ends with the STFU, and
You mean the attitude adjustment?
yeah, the attitude adjustment through the table, and then the FU through the table, then rolling him back in the ring and hitting him with the STFU, and I love the tap from Sabu because it's so fucking lazy. Like that's not at all like how you should be tapping in that situation. If you're
Yeah, I didn't
actually
even
in
ever
harm's
tap.
way. Yeah. Like he's literally just doing like a little like he's just moving his fingers up and down on the mat. He's not like slamming his hand down.
Yeah, like they were like it was going on, and I don't even think the camera was on Sabu that well.
No,
So like, if
it
you
barely
weren't,
caught
like,
it.
yeah, if you weren't like really staring at him hard, like you're not gonna know it.
Yeah, he's just like very much like a quick little like finger tap on the mat, and the referee's like, "Yep, that's it."
That's it. We're done. It's like what?
Yeah, it caught me off guard when I was watching because like I stopped like looking for like a second, and I look back and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I do appreciate the length of this match, though. I think it was around like 7 minutes, right?
It was very short. Yeah, it wasn't like too long. It didn't overstay its welcome.
7 minutes. It's full of high spots. It's like super intense. Like you want to talk about what like a deathmatch feud should be. Like this is it. Like
Yeah.
not
see what
collar
leads-
and elbow tie up with Randy and Kurt. You know.
You see what leads to Sabu walking like Matt Hardy for a little bit?
Yeah. Sabu walking like Cotton Hill.
It was
Yeah.
not a bad match.
No, that was good. The best match of the show from what I saw. At least I didn't watch anything past the ECW stuff. So
I didn't either.
yeah, who's got time for that other than the
Me?
Raw boys?
Thanks, guys. Very cool.
Yeah, and John Cena's on his way back to watch Camp Laszlo, but he runs into someone on the way to his locker room.
So, Black Guy John Cena runs into RVD backstage, and they meet face to face, inches apart, and just kind of smolder for a moment. And RVD says, "At ease, soldier." And then talks about how much he admires John Cena's balls for going straight into the dressing room and
Yeah,
fighting the whole roster himself.
being a heretic, just chilling there in the corner, being a ghoul.
Yeah.
He's a
Being
little
a
freak.
ghoul.
Ty, throw up that picture again of John Cena just standing there menacingly from across the hall. Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Ty. And again, this whole time, they're just inches away from each other, mewing and smoldering constantly. Says, "John, I know you feel slighted because you never got the rematch and because I'm holding your belt, but it's not yours. I'm the champion. This is mine. And tomorrow night, you and me are going to 1v1 on Raw for the WWE Championship." And then they just kind of stare. And then John says, "I didn't come in your house and beg for a rematch. That's not the John Cena spinner belt. That's my life." And I say, "See you tomorrow, champ." And then they do a big handshake.
And he goes, "Hey, you want to go watch some Camp Laszlo?" And he goes, "What's that, brother?" He goes, "Let me show you."
Edward Ty, throw up season 3 of Camp Laszlo right here. There it all is.
Wow. Ty, where'd you get that footage?
Wow.
That's fucking crazy. Edward Ty, throw up Emerald's dramatic recreation of the entirety of Total Drama Island right here. There it is.
Wow.
I'm going to have to
Can't
throw
believe
up,
Chris would do
I'm
that.
throwing up this image in response. No. No, not a chance.
Edward Ty, put up the entirety of Madam Web followed by Joker Folia de right here. Nobody will claim it.
Yeah, here it is. I got it.
What if the Joker was green and purple?
What if Junkler?
That's crazy. No way, dude.
No way, dude.
So
If
as
you're
you
entering
can
the
tell,
gas leak, we have to go.
we're very excited to talk about the main event of the
Absolutely.
show in your 18-minute match here.
Ah,
Luckily, thank God I looked at the timeline and I saw there were like 35 minutes left to go. And I got so fucking mad, but there's like a 10-minute promo package and then entrances and stuff. Really eats some time off of here.
Yeah.
So, thank fuck for that.
Well,
But
come on, this is the culmination of everything, Martin. Of course, it's got to be long. This is what we came for, right?
This is
what
the
we
main
need.
event.
yeah, we're definitely going to get a resolution to this feud here. We'll never see it again. So, we have the Spirit Squad in a 5-on-2 handicap match with the newly reunited DX. Triple H comes out, grabs the microphone, inquires as if we are prepared, is not satisfied with his response, and then he inquires again and gets more enthusiasm from the crowd. Triple H then does the "let's get ready," and they do the "suck it." Sean gets on the mic, says, "If you're not down with that, then suck my fucking dick, you stupid bitch. I hate you." Somebody holds a sign that says, "Oh my god, DX killed Kenny." Extraordinarily 2006 sign. Truly incredible. Spirit Squad come out, they do their whatever, who cares? Triple H and Shawn Michaels, to show the seriousness they're taking this match, rock, paper, scissors, see who starts the match off, and Shawn Michaels wins. So we get Shawn Michaels versus Mitch, and again, this is vengeance. This is a pay-per-view built around revenge and hatred and blood feuds. How do we start this match off? Collar and elbow tie up into a headlock. The most vicious thing you can do. Shawn Michaels easily beats up Mitch, walks on his head, lights him up with chops, and then Mitch gets like 2 hits in, goes to his corner, gets dapped up by his boys, and then Shawn comes back in, beats up him and the entirety of the DX corner by himself, and drags Mitch over to Triple H. Triple H is in. DX then dispatched the entire Spirit Squad again for the second time in like 2 minutes. Very easily. Johnny, during the course of this, somehow breaks his nose big style. Like
Yeah,
it is sideways.
He caught one of
Oh,
Triple
yeah.
H's fists.
I guess, but it is really bleeding. The boys try to stop it from bleeding, are unsuccessful. Then they get together and have a quick hype meeting. And then Johnny, with the broken nose, demands to be tagged in, puts on a Karate Kid headband, and
A poorly made one at that.
yes, and starts making racist karate noises and poses at Shawn Michaels.
Let
Yeah,
Johnny
let's go.
cook.
Who just goes, huh, and then just leaves and tags in Triple
Dude, he was
H.
scared, dude. He's terrified.
Johnny keeps doing the karate, and Triple H just walks up and is like, okay, cool. Punches Johnny repeatedly in the face, suplexes him. The Spirit Squad have gotten in, like, I think 2 hits this entire match, which has gone a few minutes at this point. Johnny finally gets an eye poke and a knee to the stomach as his big comeback, backs Triple H into a corner, but Triple H then just beats the shit out of him. Goes to distract the ref, and Shawn repeatedly smashes Johnny's nuts and legs into the corner post while the ref is distracted. Keep in mind, Johnny still has the racist headband and a shattered nose currently.
Yep.
Johnny, because his balls hurt, gets up and hits the crip walk into the center of the ring and gets pantsed by Triple H. He has a unitard under it, so this doesn't really do anything.
No.
But, so crip walk into the pantsing. Triple H then throws Mikey outside, who tried to interfere. Shawn smashes Mikey's dick on the barricade. The Spirit Squad is heated. Triple H goes out, throws Mikey back in, and finally the Spirit Squad confront and beat him on the outside and then in their corner. But then Triple H just wakes up, kills everyone for the 5th time, starts working over Kenny, who I guess is legal at this point. I kind of lost track. And then Shawn and Mikey tag in. Shawn hits the 2K comeback, emotes, tunes up the band, etc. You know it, you love it. Dispatches the entirety of the Spirit Squad yet again, but Johnny manages to hit a spinning heel kick during all of the chaos that has been brought to the city. Then the squad try to get some heat on Shawn, are dispatched for the 6th time. They eventually get Shawn outside, clobber the shit out of him with the chair. Triple H, rather than helping Shawn at all in the ring, goes to the outside and just starts yelling at the Spirit Squad for some reason on the other side, just leaving Shawn to get pummeled by most of them. And then we cut to Mikey sprinting in from off the ramp, jumping off of the trampoline into the ring to hit a bulldog on Shawn in the ring for 2, which was cool. Triple H, again, instead of helping his friend, just gets really aggro and throws the trampoline on the outside instead of, being in the ring to help out his good friend Shawn Michaels. At this point, I noticed Kenny has dyed his hair blonde, and I don't like it. And
Is that true?
finally, yeah, he
Holy
has
shit.
blonde hair.
No, I just meant like it didn't. Oh, I didn't know he dyed it. Maybe.
Well, it was brown and now it's blonde.
Okay, it's just like a core memory. I'll explain that later. Go on.
Yeah, and now he just looks like Nikki.
Nikki.
Like they look even more similar now. So the Spirit Squad finally, after being made for like complete jokes for this whole match, get some heat on Shawn, and they beat him. 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 You've seen a Shawn Michaels match in 2006. You know for the next 5 minutes, they beat him.
Yeah.
And they beat him. And they beat him.
I heard they beat him. Is that true?
They might.
Let's see. We talk about. Yeah, then I have written, and they beat him.
Does
Oh,
rumor come out? Did they
And
beat
they
him?
beat him. And then Nikki gets thrown into the air, like with the cheerleader jump, to try to beat Shawn Michaels, but Shawn rolls away, and Nikki just eats shit. Shawn starts to fire up, make a comeback, hits a double DDT. Triple H gets the hot tag, kills everybody, goes for the pedigree on somebody I didn't bother to write down. Nikki breaks that up. Everyone spills to the outside, so everyone is now just fighting outside of the ring. Mikey goes for another flip off of the trampoline that is now just on the outside of the ring. Shawn avoids it, and Mikey takes out the rest of the Spirit Squad. So now Kenny is left alive with Triple H in the ring, and Shawn pulls up behind him, and we get the spot where Triple H backs Kenny away, who's like, hey man, I'm just a little guy. And then he hits the body of Shawn Michaels, and he's like, oh jeez, oh man. Turns around to see Shawn, he's like, hey guys, I'm just a little guy. It's my birthday. Please don't eat me. But then the Spirit Squad do suck it, hit Kenny and some other member of the squad that run in with their finishers. Both pin some member of the Spirit Squad for 3. They win in a very easy match where they, other than Shawn Michaels getting beaten and beaten and beaten, the Spirit Squad got nothing. DX roll out the corpses of the Spirit Squad except for Mitch. Triple H gets the ass out, and they make Mitch kiss it.
Not
For a
really.
good-
Oh,
They did
for a
not
good
make him
amount of
kiss
time.
it. They just shoved him right up the hole. His
Well,
nose was
there's a
all the
little
way up there.
kiss, and then, Mitch does eat the booty like groceries.
This is what we wanted with Cena and Triple H.
True.
And we got fucking
Triple H-
Mitch, man.
Triple H really doesn't have much of an ass, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
no.
He's by everything except lingual.
But it's
Did he just say that?
smooth as fuck.
Oh my.
oh, yes, he might have gotten the ashel that Vince also got. So Mitch eats the booty like groceries, and they throw him away. DX goes to taunt and emote at the crowd. Triple H demands titties from a fan.
That was
And
crazy.
Vince has wandered out from backstage, standing on the ramp, and he's just smiling. And off mic, he says, hey guys, congratulations. I'll see you tomorrow night. And DX hits the pose, and that's the end of your show. What a match.
That was a very fun to watch green versus green match.
Listen, I know everyone's going to hate me for this. I love this match. Here's the reason why.
what?
So I had the DX DVD growing up. I had the current 2006 era on DVD. I loved it. I loved watching it. I watched it a lot. These were my guys. They had the segment from last week with him going down the hallway. I just remember this match so fondly. But it kind of bled in with the Saturday night's main event. We'll get to that eventually, but yeah, no, I love this match. I'm sorry. It is just fun. It is comedic to me because it's just these were the guys, right? Spirit Squad, as much as we hate to say it, they were taken seriously, and maybe if that's a problem. But these are attacked. Yeah, they would kill everybody. How often did they lose?
Every week.
Yeah,
they lost every week.
About? Yes.
I feel like they won a lot
constantly.
As a unit, they do. They're the tag champs.
But they never actually have a tag match.
Well, like we've seen them fight like the Three Freaks. We've seen them fight like.
Oh wow! Yeah, cool.
Well, hey man, I feel like they win a lot. I feel like they're like.
Last week they got slimed.
Yeah, well, yeah. Last week they got slimed.
This week they get fucking owned.
Yes, they got fucking killed. But I felt like they were like dominant to the point where like, yeah, now it's like, oh, two people just beat them up, and it's like, oh, well, okay, cool. But
they're dominant in the fact that they can't. They don't fucking leave.
Well, but like this has happened before when like the Spirit Squad will get summoned to just fight Shawn Michaels and he would beat half of them. Like
they would always come out on top though, like because Shawn couldn't handle him by himself. Triple H couldn't handle him. Well, Triple H could handle him by himself. That was like the big deal.
Beat all of them like 2 weeks ago.
Listen, that's H though. That's H. But I don't know. I felt like they were like pretty good up at this point, and then now like they went full comedy with it, which I was kind of shocked with. But I liked this match. It was fun. It was a fun show.
Very green.
It was very green. Again, how'd that child get that special shirt? Like even DX don't have the new merch yet.
Yeah, listen, I'm sorry Kid Ty watched this, but like this sucked and none of it was funny. Like,
listen, I'm sure it's not like good, and like rewatching it as I'm showing my wife it, going, yeah, this shit's a core memory, and I'm sure she was like, this is ass. And then I had to explain to her, I'm like, yeah, you know, Triple H is married to Steph at this time, like they're about to have a kid, and then Triple H gets up on the thing and goes, show me your titties. And I was like, oh, yeah, sick. I was like, well, babe.
Yeah, listen, they truly the timeless. They did to suck it. Ty goes crazy.
I didn't remember Mitch getting all up in there. That shit, I was like, oh no, Mitch, why would they do that to you, dog? Out of all of the Spirit Squad, why does Mitch got to be the one that doesn't wrestle, that they always make fun of? He's just the team leader, kind of, because Vince is like, you're our guy, Mitch. And then he just sits there and does nothing. And then he gets...
Mitch rhymes with bitch.
That's not fair, dude. You know what? Justice for Mitch. We need to bring him back. Maybe we'll get him on the pod one day, because I think Mitch deserves the spotlight. Like, Nikki gets enough spotlight. Kenny had his time. Let's bring Mitch back, man. Johnny's awesome.
I've been looking back at my notes, and the past 3 weeks, the Spirit Squad have had one match, any of them, and it's when Triple H beat all of them.
Yeah, they haven't been shown on lately. June's been a weird month, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's just been nonsense.
It's all been ECW shit.
I don't know, man. Listen, I'd rather take this where everyone's goofy and has a good time, and we all just had like, hey, that was fun. That was a fun show, rather than SmackDown right now. I'm suffering.
Yeah. All of this said, this is the best Raw branded pay-per-view we've seen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe the best one we've had to see in totality, because there was like 2 good matches on it. And at least things to talk about, but yeah, I mean, yeah, put Edge on the show more and have Angry John Cena.
Please.
And
for the listeners at home, if you really want a fun time, check out 4th Impact, which should be out by the time this
it'll be up.
I'll to that.
Yeah, these get posted in like release order, at least. Not recording order, but yeah, it'll be
so
up.
What happened to SmackDown? Because I know for a while, Raw fucking sucked. We had the same 3-person final every week for, I think, actually 6 weeks. Meanwhile, like Paul Burchill had a cartoon bomb.
Oh, he's gone.
And, like,
Nope, he's gone.
and William Regal was like doing some weird shit.
He just says King
Like-
Booker.
What? That's what happened?
I don't know. They gave up. They put all their money into ECW and Raw. And now we just kind of suffer in silence.
They became blue dabu dee dabu da.
And if you guys haven't listened to our sleep cast from last week, go check that out. Where me and Nico fall asleep and have technical issues all day. But at the end of Vengeance, what were your final thoughts on it, Emerald?
I guess vengeance has been served.
Okay. And Dave?
There was a lot of some of the best spots we've seen. A lot of really fun stuff. A lot of matches that went too long, but it was overall good.
Where would this rank for you on the Raw pay-per-views of the year? Not counting WrestleMania or Rumble. So Backlash and New Year's Revolution.
This might be the best one. Might be the best one.
Was there another Raw
Yeah.
pay-per-view? Or was this it? It was just the three, right?
And, I don't
Frankly,
know,
I can
maybe.
remember.
Yeah. Yeah, because...
Well, I guess if there's a secret fourth one, maybe that one wins. But
yeah. Well, no, it doesn't. It's last because it's so it's so forgettable that we just deleted it.
that was so cool it deleted my brain.
One
And,
Night Stand was borderline a Raw pay-per-view. There was
Yeah.
like a SmackDown match.
Yeah.
And then what about you, main event Marty? What'd you think about
Yeah,
that?
probably the best Raw pay-per-view we've seen, at least. Maybe the best one we've seen in totality. That's not super high praise, but
I had a great
pretty
time
good.
with it.
Pretty good matches.
It's
I don't
good.
know.
Yeah.
It was-
Just we got sports entertained, and maybe next week, maybe next Raw, we'll go into our mid-season MVPs because we're at the halfway point. It's crazy. We're almost through a whole year.
yeah, spoilers, it's Rob Conway.
Ah, you got it. And you've been raw down, pal.